Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach and we're going to continue moving on the hopefully optimization, at least in generating less code for my CSLA source generator for serialization. So I'm going to be going through and changing, honestly changing the tests, hopefully not changing the tests, but getting the test to pick up the change I just made. That's what I wanted to make. That's why I wanted to say word's hard right now. Can't get words out for some reason. I don't know why. But I have this tab open because I wanted to show, after I did that talk on source generators, that somebody said you can run .NET build server shutdown. And what that does is it basically, as you can read, resets the build server cache, forces generators to rerun. Which, okay, that's fine, but now I have to remember to run that every time I'm in Visual Studio, which yes, VS has a terminal, blah, blah, blah. One thing I'm thinking of is maybe trying as a side project is to create a custom task that before compilation starts, I think there is a way in a task to do that. So in a custom task, assuming you can do that, you could then say, stop the build server. Not stop it, but we'll shut it down. Yeah. And then actually have it run. I don't know if that would work. I don't know if you have to, because you're saying you're going to build that is part of the build server. And then you're telling before compilation. So I don't know if that actually would be the right way to do it. So what would just be nice is if you could have some switch in the project file to say, before anything runs, just reset it. Because then at least you don't have to get out of Visual Studio, which I'm going to have to do right now. But it was just one thing I wanted to mention as a potential technique. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to shut down, start up again, and we'll see if the tests are failing badly or what's going on. I could just be missing a semicolon. Actually, you know what? Let's just see if I go into my tests here. And what's a simple one? One is, well, for seal tests. Yeah, that has a bunch of ones. I want to just say like multiple properties because I think this is just two. Yeah, because what should happen here is this is going to go away. That's going to go away. And then this stuff I think is just the same. Yeah. So let's run this and see what happens here. I may also have a spot where I'm still passing in a variable, but it failed, which we expected it to fail because I think, yeah, all that code now is just context right. So let's, that's oaf. Ouch. That is not what I wanted. False. Big F. We are not in VB here, okay? This is not VB world. So that's what we want, but we want it to be false like that. And I would imagine it's saying all that goes as well. And then let's come back up to because I think there's going to be another one down below when we do the read. Yeah. So we say context reader, and then let's grab all that. And where am I? Where did I go? That's a data generated code. Oh, yes, here. Okay. So we're going to say something like this, except not that. We're going to do all that. Okay. And we also want that just to be false. There. Now, this is bringing up a good point, which is, good thing I did this because it would have failed. So everywhere where I do this is sealed. Oh, man. Why is it doing it as a capital F? It's just a bool. I don't know. What's the simplest way to do ToString? But is there a way to say, no, there isn't. What are you complaining about? I don't understand what you're complaining about. Oh. We want to say not is sealed that. Okay. So And we need to do this everywhere we're doing this. God, that's kind of ugly. Needs must, I guess. Okay, so we did that in the stereotype builder. We did that in the... Did we do that in the read-only base builder? No, because we call the... Okay, yeah, we would call stereotype builder, which would in turn do that. Okay, but we need to do that here. Are you going to give me the... Yes, you are. You're so sweet. But you're not going to do that here. Why not? You'll do it enough, I guess. And then also the business list-based builder. That, and then down here. Nope. I don't know why it doesn't pick that up there, but it does it there. Okay, now if we come back into our test here, what do we see? It passes. Perfect. And let's just do one more. Well, let's do a couple more. Let's do the business list test base, which again is going to be a little bit more code. I bet what we can do is guess, because guessing is good. Guessing is fun. So what we would do here is we would say, what is experiments? Experiments has datum, and datum has data. Okay, so this we would want to say, we would expect this to be datum, and this to be that, right? And then it comes over, and all this goes away. Boom. And then the same thing down in the reader. We would expect that that does that, right? Yeah, I bet it does. I bet we want it to do this. And then we're going to grab that. We're going to put that there. And so that goes like that. Okay. But now here's the funner one, which is this needs to pass in something a little different. So this one, let's see what the code is that's generated. So this one, what did you do wrong? Oh, yeah, okay. It is not sealed, so these would be true. Okay. Fair enough. And now, it's like, what is that noise? And then I realized that, oh my God, oh, does that look awful? What in the world is that? Okay, I'm actually happy that I did this because these are really bad. Right item. We did way too much. And that one should be okay though. All right. Oh, and then I noticed it was doing some spacing here. Like, I don't think it actually does that anymore. We'll see. That's fine. I should also tell myself to slow down because I think this anxiousness that this is actually just going to work right out of the gate. And nothing could be farther from the truth, I think. I know myself better than that. I know myself that this stuff becomes a lot more difficult than I originally think it will be, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, so like this used to go like that. This now is lined up with that. I bet that is now lined up with that. So is that. Yeah, those spaces are aligned now with that. Okay. Or I should say those indentions is what I mean. So this one goes back, back. Don't need to keep saying back. There. And I should have grabbed the output for this. Okay, so now we need the read, which I believe it will be this. Yeah. Okay, so instead of the switch, we now effectively do that. And that's going to go back. All of this goes away. Now the data generated code, I believe, is just, that's a string. Okay, so let's see what this does now. Still fails. Datum is what? That's what I'm doing? Really? Business list space when I do a read? Oh yeah, that's awful. We don't want that. We definitely don't want that. So that's the datum, and then we go to the read here, and that's what we want. Okay. Still doesn't pass. I'm doing too much. This is a business list space, right? Okay, are you done now with all your tabbing? You done with that? Yes, you are. Okay. And we're going to do a read-only list space because we know it's not going to be that simple. But I think what I can do is pretty much grab what was done here. So in the experiment list, yeah, that one can be changed to that. So we know all that goes away. And there's no state on a read-only list. Like there's no meta state. So we're good there. Okay. And then here we just say read that. And again, all that goes away for that. Okay. Now with these, we do the same thing. We just say for each our if I could speak, that goes to that. Except we already know that these have too much. And then this turns into that. So we take all this away. We do that. Except you move over. That's good. That's good. We take that. We take those. What does this do now? Still fails. What did I miss? Does this have like too much? Yeah. So in the read-only list space builder, in the writer, yeah, I have too much here. Okay, run that again. Still fails. We fixed that. That's good. Too much space there. Okay. And now it passes. Okay, so now I've got the 3 that I had before. So now let's shut down startup again and see what happens. Well, everything built. So at least it doesn't fail, but let's see if it actually does what we think it should do. Sweet. They all pass. So number 6, have success with moving serialization code to contexts because integration tests pass. All right, now I'm getting called to do something upstairs and watch a show. My wife and I are going to be going out to dinner and get a beer or two and play some games while we're there. So I'm going to have a fun night tonight. And I'm not going to do any more work on this. I will spend some time fixing all the unit tests because I bet there's still some that if I say run all the tests, that they're broken. I also want to then also spend some time changing the performance tests and the integration tests and all that, get it better organized. But this is a very good sign. I definitely want to see, though, what the results of the performance tests are. So in the next episode, what I'll talk about is what I learned about performance. Only 5 failed. Okay, that's good. What I learned about performance, does any of it change, better, get worse, those types of things, and see where we're at. And then I'll tackle maybe another issue or two with the serialization source generator. Thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.